So I work as a textbook publisher, and this is a little experiment I did where I took an AI chatbot, specifically using the GPT-4 large language model, and then created a data set from a maths textbook, so a grade 10 maths textbook for the CAPS curriculum, which is the South African curriculum. And I converted the textbook content into a simple data set. It was a text file. Combined the two with a prompt. The prompt instructed the chatbot to only reference content from the textbook, to set up some diagnostic questions to begin with, to get an understanding of the level of the learner, in this case me, and I will immediately confess that my knowledge of algebra is limited. I did pass it at some point, but that was many years ago. And then the rest of the prompt then tells the chatbot to provide some content knowledge and then practice questions. So one of the best ways to learn maths in particular is to practice a number of activities. Okay, so it introduces itself, explains what it's going to do, and then asks if I'm ready to get started, which I am. Yes, so let me just type that in. So these three questions that it is asking, they come directly from the textbook, so the content in the textbook. Can you give me can you explain? Okay, no, I can't, so I'm just going to say no. This I can definitely do. I'm going to say 5x. And 3, I don't know. So 1 out of 3 is not good. Let's see what it says. Okay, so now it's giving me the answers, and then it's agreeing with me that number 2, 5x is correct, which is great. And then it's explaining how to simplify the expression it provided, question number 3. Okay. Let's move on to the content knowledge phase. So it's going to explain some key concepts in algebraic expressions and provide examples. Yes, let's go. Okay, so now it's pulling content directly from the textbook. It's not a copy and paste. It's taking that content and then rewriting it in this chat format. But it's not inventing content or drawing content from anywhere else. Okay, it's going through some examples. All right, so once it's finished with this, I want to then just ask it a question that's unrelated to the textbook content. So tell me about bananas. So it should actually respond now once it's checked through the content in the textbook dataset that this information is not actually available, which is great because it was really just a textbook tutor. What I could have done, and what I have done with other chatbots, is I could have said to it in the prompt, or given it instructions in the prompt, to answer the question, which it would then be able to do, and then direct the learner back to the sort of content that's been taught and discussed. So that's another way of doing it. But all in all, I think it's a really useful little experiment. I think it's could become more important for textbook publishers to start thinking how this technology could be used to enhance their current product offerings or potentially create something completely new.